November 24, 1971. A seemingly ordinary Wednesday. A man, calm, composed, boards Northwest Orient Flight 305. His name, he claimed, was Dan Cooper. What unfolded over the next few hours would etch his name into legend, creating a puzzle that still haunts the annals of American crime. A single act of audacious defiance. A jump into the unknown. And then, nothing. For half a century, the enigma of D.B. Cooper has persisted, a ghost in the machine of history. This isn't just a heist story. It's a vanishing act. On board, Cooper made his intentions clear, passing a note to a flight attendant. His demands were precise. Chillingly specific. $200,000 in unmarked, non-sequential $20 bills. 4 parachutes. 2 main, 2 reserve. The aircraft, a Boeing 727, became his stage. No violence, just an unwavering resolve. The flight landed in Seattle. Passengers were released. The ransom was delivered. A cold calculation of risk and reward. But what was the true risk? And what, ultimately, was the reward? With the ransom secured, Cooper instructed the crew to refuel and take off, setting a course for Mexico City. An impossible destination. The jet climbed to 10,000 feet. A pressurized cabin, roaring through the night sky. But at approximately 8:13 p.m., somewhere over southwestern Washington, Cooper activated the aft air stairs. A chilling descent. He fastened the money bag to his body, strapped on a parachute, and stepped out. Into the tempest. Into oblivion. The 727 continued its flight, but its most infamous passenger was gone. Was it liberation? Or suicide by sky? The immediate aftermath triggered one of the largest manhunts in FBI history. Agents swarmed the suspected drop zone. Forests, mountains, rivers. A vast, unforgiving landscape. Thousands of man-hours. Over 10,000 people were interviewed. The military, local law enforcement, volunteers. A concerted effort across multiple states. Every square inch of the estimated landing area meticulously scoured. Yet, for years, nothing. Not a trace of Cooper. No parachute. No money. No body. It was as if the earth had simply swallowed him whole. A ghost in the wilderness. Then, 9 years later, a breakthrough. Or was it merely another twist in the tale? In February 1980, an 8-year-old boy, Brian Ingram, was picnicking with his family near Tina Bar on the Columbia River. He unearthed 3 bundles of $20 bills. Corroded. Deteriorated. But unmistakably linked. The serial numbers matched the ransom money given to D.B. Cooper. A shocking discovery. But what did it truly reveal? The money was found over 20 miles downstream from the closest estimated jump point. How did it get there? And what of Cooper himself? The discovery of the money at Tina Bar ignited a furious debate. Was it deposited shortly after the jump, only to be moved by the river? Or did it arrive years later? Geological studies suggested the sandbar where the money was found formed between 1974 and 1979. This timeline created an immediate paradox. If the money was buried after the sandbar formed, it could not have been washed downstream directly from Cooper's jump in 1971. This single piece of evidence, rather than solving the case, deepened the mystery. It challenged every existing theory. A tantalizing clue. A confounding timeline. Who was Cooper? Was he a seasoned paratrooper, expertly executing a perilous jump in adverse conditions? Or was he an amateur, ill-prepared for the brutal realities of a high-altitude night jump into dense, forested terrain? The temperature at 10,000 feet was near freezing. Winds were over 100 miles per hour. Visibility? Almost zero. Experts have long debated his chances. The choice of 2 reserve parachutes, a detail Cooper himself requested, raised eyebrows. Was it a deliberate misdirection? Or a fundamental misunderstanding of the equipment? A critical decision, lost to the night. Did Cooper survive? It's the central question. Some argue that an experienced jumper, however slim the odds, could have made it. They point to the meticulous planning, the calm demeanor. Others contend that the conditions were simply too extreme. A fall into the wilderness, possibly injured, disoriented. Survival would require extraordinary luck, resilience, and intimate knowledge of the rugged landscape. The cold, the vastness. It's a binary choice, a triumphant escape against all odds, or a silent, lonely demise in the unforgiving embrace of the Pacific Northwest. The FBI officially suspended its active investigation in 2016, citing the lack of new credible leads. For 45 years, countless agents pursued every possible avenue. The case, however, remains open, awaiting that one definitive piece of evidence. That one undeniable truth. Cooper's identity, his fate, the precise trajectory of his jump, all remain shrouded. He became a folk hero to some, a cunning criminal to others. A symbol of rebellion, or perhaps just a man who vanished. The myth endures. A mystery preserved in amber, defying time, defying explanation.